It's Saturday, the 11th of February 2012, and you're watching Newsfest Weekend with me, Mahina Bongzo. As usual, we start off with a look at your headlines tonight. Fuel prices revised with effect from midnight. Pakistan agrees to grant a credit facility of $200 million to Sri Lanka. American Assistant Secretary to the Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, Robert Blake, arrives in Maldives. A group of Indians who staged a protest against Minister Thondaman arrested. And accusations levelled against the government that carnivals are being organised by scamming farmers' pension fund. We're starting off with local news. The government has taken measures to revise fuel prices effective from midnight today. Issuing a communique, the Department of Government Information stated that the price revision would not affect the public transport sector in any way. The communique reads that steps will be taken to provide relief for the Sri Lanka Transport Board, private bus operators, school transport operators, fishermen and three-wheeler operators. The Department of Government Information stated that the price revision was brought about by an expected increase in the price of crude oil in the world market. Now, meanwhile, following the announcement that the prices of fuel would be revised from midnight today, our correspondent stated that long queues could be witnessed at filling stations. As you can see, those are the long queues that could be witnessed at filling stations following the announcement of a fuel price hike. This was some of the footage, as I said, captured by our cameras at filling stations around Colombo. What you're witnessing now are unedited visuals of the queues that could be witnessed at filling stations. Stay tuned to Newsfest as we will bring you the rates of how much the fuel has been increased following the new price hike. Taking a look at our developing story for tonight, the American Assistant Secretary to the Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, Robert Blake, has arrived in the island nation of Maldives amidst the unrest in the country. Now, Newsfest Ramesh Rugal Bandara, who is in Maldives' capital Malé, told us that Robert Blake had met with both the new Maldivian President Mohammed Wahid Hussein Manik and the former President Mohammed Nasheed.
Normalcy has once again returned to the picturesque city of Malé following protests which were held over the past few weeks. However, authorities claim that the necessary background to conduct a free and fair election is still not present, even though no violence was reported today. I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara for News First from Malé, Maldives.
Meanwhile, the new Maldivian President Mohammed Wahid Manik held a press conference today in the capital. President Wahid noted that he is open to an investigation into events occurring before his assumption of office and guarantees foreign investment in the nation will be safe.
Yes, I have heard these calls for independent inquiry of events that preceded my assumption of office. And I am open to those suggestions. There's no problem with it. I will be completely impartial and I will encourage an independent investigation into that. I don't know the details of it, and I don't know how it can be done, should be done.
However, the former president of the Maldives, Mohammed Nasheed, demanded fresh elections and says he will organize street protests if polls were not called.
I'm always worried about being arrested and beaten up and tortured, but we have to do what we have to do. I think the amount of the people that are always around us and the support that we are getting is creating a situation where it is very difficult for the police to drag me out. We want the Speaker of the House to run the country for 2 months and during those 2 months to have elections.
However, the new president of the Maldives, Mohammed Wahid, has rejected Nasheed's call for fresh elections.
You know, I don't agree that there is a need to go for a snap election at the moment, and we are not ready for it. The country is deeply divided. And we have the political landscape has many potholes and deep rifts. And so these things have to be healed before we can actually have a meaningful, free and fair election.
This was also confirmed to News First by the Maldivian President's Secretary, Masood Imad, in an exclusive interview with News First Ramesh Erugal Bandara, who is in the Maldivian capital, Malé.
And I think it makes a lot of sense that we understand the current position here in Maldives. The whole environment is not very conducive for a fair and fair election. There is the former president inciting violence, and a lot of people are living in fear out of that. And in this condition, if you have an election, he may consider it fair, but the other politicians are going to call foul. So I think it's incumbent that this president establish the platform for a free and fair election before an election can be held. The current president has assured the public that he will continue on until 2013, during which time he will make sure that the rule of law is established and the separation of powers are respected here.
Meanwhile, Reuters released a new video today of clashes between Maldivian police and protesters that happened on Wednesday, the 8th of February. The video showed police in the capital of the Maldives using batons against protesters and firing tear gas. Reuters reports that the clashes had taken place at the Republic Square near the police and military headquarters. Meanwhile, the United States has stated that it would work with the new government but was seeking a clarification on the transfer of power.
Welcome back to News First Weekend. In more local news, Pakistan has agreed to grant a credit facility of $200 million to Sri Lanka. This comes as a result of President Mahinda Rajapaksa's official visit to Pakistan.
Pakistan's Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani held talks with President Mahinda Rajapaksa at the Prime Minister's house in Islamabad today. The meeting was held with the aim of boosting mutual cooperation in trade and commerce between Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Pakistan has expressed their willingness to provide technical knowledge and equipment to develop several sectors including agriculture and highways in Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, according to a communique issued by the President's media unit, the President has invited Pakistani investors to visit the country. 3 memorandum of understanding and agreements between the two countries were signed after the meeting. These include media cooperation, vocational training and a credit facility of $200 million. Meanwhile, President Mahinda Rajapaksa met Pakistani President Asif Ali Zardari at the President House in Islamabad yesterday. A guard of honor was also accorded to the President. The President conveyed his heartfelt gratitude on behalf of Sri Lankans to the Pakistani government for the assistance that was given to eradicate the 3-decade-long war in the country. According to a communique issued by the President's media unit, the two leaders have focused their attention to boost the trade between the two countries. It is also noted that President Mahinda Rajapaksa has also focused much attention to export tea to Pakistan. Following the bilateral discussions, the Pakistani leader hosted his counterpart to dinner.
Chairman of the National Trade Union Centre, K.D. Lalkantha, says that the government is thieving from the Farmers' Pension Fund and staging carnivals. Lalkantha expressed these views at a demonstration held in Anuradhapura today, demanding that farmers be paid their due pensions.
The protest was staged opposite the DSN Anayaka roundabout in Anuradhapura. The demonstration was organized by members of the Anuradhapura branch of the All Island Agrarian Federation. Farmers who participated in the demonstration said they had not received pension payments over the past 3 months. They also charged that in addition, payments have been cut short and the amount being paid out is insufficient. There is a need to increase the farmers' pension in order to meet the cost of living. The farmers' pension fund is currently at zero. Therefore, we are saying the government has stolen the money of these 959,000 farmers who are beneficiaries of the farmers' pension fund. They have taken that money and used it to stage carnivals. That money has been used for Mavilaru. The money has not been returned. The sum has been reduced to zero in the pension fund, and the farming communities have been driven to despair. The last payment was made by taking money from the fisheries pension fund. Lalkantha stated that the campaign would be extended island-wide in the future. We made inquiries from the chairman of the Agriculture and Farmers Insurance Board, Attorney at Law Sumana Aryadasa. She said that a request for funds to pay the farmers' pensions had been made to the Ministry of Finance and Planning. She added that the ministry is yet to deliver a positive response to this request.
The number of individuals who have arrived to witness the There to Kerala National Development Exhibition being held at the State Farm Grounds in Oyamaduwa, Anuradhapura has exceeded 2.5 million. Our correspondents state that a large number of people are continuing to stream in to witness the exhibition.
A special parachute display by the Sri Lanka Air Force added colour to the skies of Oyamaduwa this morning on the 8th day of the There to Kerala exhibition. Meanwhile, screen tests were carried out today as well at the special stall erected at the There to Kerala exhibition premises by News First to locate amateur news presenters as well as to provide the media experience to those in Anuradhapura. Minister of Wildlife and Agrarian Services S.M. Chandasena engaged in a tour of the exhibition this evening. The There to Kerala exhibition will conclude tomorrow.
Minister of Mass Media and Information, Kelia Rambukwala, who met with an accident in Australia, has undergone another surgery. Media Secretary to the Minister, Sarath Dambawena, said 4 surgeries have been performed on the Minister so far. The Minister was injured when he slipped off the balcony of a hotel in Melbourne. Minor injuries were caused to the Minister's feet during the accident, and the Minister is receiving treatment in a hospital in Melbourne. Media Secretary Sarath Dambawena added that the Minister will be able to return to the island within a week's time. Indian media reports state that Sri Lankan Minister of Livestock and Rural Community Development Arumugam Thondaman had acted in a confrontational manner at a hotel in Kovai, Tamil Nadu. S. Gurusamy of Sun News in South India reported on the incident.
Arumugam Thondaman, a Sri Lankan minister, is a regular visitor to Kovai. It was reported that the minister had consumed liquor at the hotel he was staying in last night. When he had acted inappropriately with female staff at the hotel, the management had telephoned the Pandasale police and lodged a complaint. Deputy Police Commissioner Appasamy had arrived with a team and had discussions with the minister and directed him to a room. The people of Tamil Nadu do not approve of a Sri Lankan minister coming to Tamil Nadu and continuously acting this way. As soon as the incident got out, a group engaged in a demonstration near the hotel where the minister was staying. About 15 to 20 members of the Nam Tamilar organization participated in this demonstration. They were demanding that action be taken against the minister. The police who arrived there to control the tense situation arrested members of the Nam Tamilar organization who were engaging in this demonstration.
நாம் தமிழர் கட்சியினர் ஹோட்டலை முற்றுகையிட்டு இழிவான செயலில் ஈடுபட்ட அமைச்சர் மீது நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க வேண்டும் என வலியுறுத்தி போராட்டத்தில் ஈடுபட்டனர். ஒரு பரபரப்பான சூழ்நிலை நிலவி